How's it going, Toy Table fans? Welcome back to the Toy Table. I am your host, Steve, flying solo here, but I'm excited to bring you the second season of the Toy Table Racing League. It's been picked up for a second season here at the Toy Table, and we're excited to bring it to you. We got 8, I think, exciting teams here. 3 have moved on from Season 1 to join Season 2, and we got 5 teams joining to get that top spot and move on to Season 3 and stay on the show. A little quick glance here at the Toy Table Racing Stadium. We didn't do any building, but please still be sure to like and subscribe, as we're going to still grow this over the next few weeks. And optimism is in the air because each team is starting with a brand new record, and it's spring. There's a chance for the championship, and the weather outside is frightful and pretty itty with an S. So the next few days I hope to get through a whole whack load of racing. After this, I'm going to try to get through all 7 weeks really quick, and then change this down in here to a Halloween style race. And over the next few days, after this video, I'm going to find all my street creepers and street spiders and all that, and we're going to have some fun. So anyways, I'll quickly go over the rules. So there's your teams. They're in partners. All that has to happen is one car from either team has to cross that line first to get the point. And I'm going to move this upper decker bump down, as this is my second time doing it, and the cars just weren't getting over and down to the line enough. That is there so they don't just have a free cakewalk. Not anymore, and it's fun. Alright, so anyways, before we break this thing down, let's have a look at our matchups. We got 2 new teams here, the Camaro Bones versus the Cougs. The Camaros are 67 Camaros, and the Cougs are those 68 Cougars. Then we got the Souvenirs, a couple of Batmobiles, and then we got the Runners, and those are the Oldsmobiles, new this year. We got the Koopas, I think those are the Mustangs, and the Rubbles, the AMC Rubbles, and 2 familiar teams to Season 1. We got the Roadrunners and the Regal Beagles. Regal Beagles were 13-2 for their overall record, although we didn't finish the season. It got cut from the Toy Table Racing schedule, but we're back for Season 2. Let's get through it. Let's get going. Let's do this. See how far we can get. We got the Cougs versus the Camaro Bones. Yes, these two teams did not like that speed bump right at the exit of the hill. Let's see whether they can handle it a little better now. Track is clear. Boundary barrier safety is in place. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, go. And they're off. It's the Cougs out in front, and the Cougs saws off the Camaro, as all 3 other cars, except for the one winner, remains on its wheels, and I think that's how it should go, guys. Bump and grind, tooth and nail. Cougs up 1-0. I think the Cougars are going to have to do a little bit better than that, as we got some strong teams remaining from Season 1. Alright, looks like they're ready to go. Cougs up 1-0. 1, 2, 3, go. Off to go. So even, and it's going to be the one Camaro getting through. 1-1. Alright, we got a 1-1 tie. First one to the line gets the win. 1, 2, 3, go. And it's the Camaro coming. Whoa! The Camaro, the partner riding the rail. But it's going to be the Camaro Bones winning 2-1 over the Cougs with a comeback win. Let's go to the desk for the tail of the tape. Alright, there it is in the books. Camaro Bones 2-1. Cougs 1-2. Let's see how they do the rest of the way. Next up for Week 1, Season 2, we got Souvenirs versus the Runners. There's a good look at the Runners right there. And the Souvenirs. I forgot to sticker up the new cars, although I didn't really pay attention to which, in the previous seasons, I stickered them up just to see which, say, Batmobile was faster each time, but I didn't really do that. So anyways, we're clear. Each team has an 0-0 record, looking for the championship. 1, 2, 3, go. And the Souvenirs going to hit the road first. No, but it's the Oldsmobile staying on its wheels. coming back for the win. 1-0 runners here early in matchup number 2. All right, we are back at the top of the hill, ready to go. 1, 2, 3, go. Runners irked that one. Oh, there with the comeback. Oh, but the damage is done. Souvenirs make it 1-1. Both Oldsmobiles on their sides or roofs. All right, 1-1. Teams are electing for this spread. 1, 2, 3, go. It's the 2 outside lanes hitting it first, but that was close. But I'm fairly certain this guy up here, although I could be wrong, we'll watch it together and I'll rewatch it. We could adjust the scores later. But for now, we're going to call it 2-1 victory for the runners over the Souvenirs in a little bit of an upset. Let's go back to the table and find our next matchup. All right, moving along. Here we go. 1 and 2 for now. I'll have to rewatch the replay there later on. But anyways, we're going to move on. That scoring might change. We've got the Koopas versus the Rubbles. I've been really dying to see these Rubbles go and these Mustangs. Ken's opened one of these Mustangs, but haven't really seen him race it or anything formal. And we got one of these on the Buffalo Bills, but didn't really get to see them too much. So the Rebels versus the Coopers. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, go. Each our new team. Oh, look at the Mustangs go. They are fast, but they had so much speed, taking the win on its roof. But this guy was right behind. I got to do a better job at looking at the upper decker bumper here, because boy, it's really popping these cars. I might make just a slight adjustment just to see how it goes. I'm not a big fan of so many of them hitting their roofs, so let's move it down a few inches. It's all just fun and games. Okay, Camaro, the Cougs, Mustangs up 1. 1, 2, 3, go. Once again, it's the 2 Mustangs way out in front. And look at that, the second Mustang sawing off the Rebel. Great teamwork. That's bump and grinding at its best. That's all-star caliber right there. Okay, so down 0-2, we'll give the AMC Rebels, the middle lanes, and see how they do like that. I think that was better. All 4 cars finished and had a little bit of an obstacle. 1, 2, 3, go. Mustangs up and over. Oh, big crash! But they have enough momentum to go sideways through the thing, through the finish line. And that's our first 3-0 winner of the season. Rebels need a big comeback this year, down 0-3 early. Let's go to the table for our last matchup. All right, there it is. Coopers, our league leaders thus far. Let's see whether the Regal Beagles can hold off these Roadrunners once again. They faced last season. I forget the score. These Regal Beagles are really good, only losing twice all season. Let's see whether they're up to the test for season 2, or they did too much partying, or a playoff hangover. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, go. Even though there's no playoffs, Regal Beagles out in front. Oh, slides onto his roof, and both Regal Beagles through before the slow-footed Roadrunner edges the line. All right, we'll keep it live this one. You know what? I think we're gonna run week 2 right in this exact same video. Still only 9 minutes on the clock. We'll see whether we can't get through week 2. 1, 2, 3, go. Once again, it's the Regal Beagles. Oh, look at them turn in and just have enough in the tank to each cross the line. Tragedy on the Roadrunners. They're gonna go down 0-2. In trouble. Mayday, mayday, mayday. Who is gonna beat the Regal Beagles? I thought maybe these 5 new teams might have a shot. We're gonna keep it real with nice old muscle. 1, 2, 3, go. Come on, Roadrunners, go get those Beagles. Interesting placement is none of these cars really able to cross the finish line. Not very impressed with the drive today on this track. Well, that's going to be it. Regal Beagles go 3-0. We'll update the score. We'll get all week 2's matchups ready to go. Alright, you guys, we're back for week 2, season 2 of the Bump and Grind Racing League. But before we get this started, just was doing some cleanup, and I just want to make an announcement to the basement and the Toy Table Racing Stadium here. All around, someone has left their Minion, Eyes, and Jewel. If you can please report to somewhere in the stadium, let's just say customer service in the stadium or band support, and you can collect your Jewel and your Minion Eyes. If you can please come back, we'll put you back in the stands. Alright, that's the end of the public service announcement. Alright, here's our new matchups for week 2. First one out, you're going to see the Regal Beagles versus the Souvenirs. They're getting their repeats done early. And then the second matchup is going to be the Cougs versus the Rebels. Perhaps the Rebels can get a win here against one of the weaker teams from week 1. We got the Koopas versus the Roadrunners. Let's see whether the Koopas can make it 6-0. We got the Runners versus the Camaro Bones. And perhaps the matchup of the week down there, week 2, match 4. All right. Stop me if you've seen this before, but not many people have watched our videos in the last month, so most of you probably haven't, but it's going to be a good one here. We got the Souvenirs versus the Regal Beagles. Okay, track is cleared. Week 2 about to start. 1, 2, 3, go! That's the Regal Beagles out in front. The Souvenirs tried, but look at that, still spinning on its roof. Regal Beagles with another win, 1-0. Back at the top, 1-0, Regal Beagles. Regal Beagles in red. And here comes the rush. Can they get over? But, oh, it's a Souvenir across the line first on its roof. And these cars are still flipping over. Too much. Too much. Okay, let's move it down a wee bit. Okay. Let's try that. I forget the lane changes now. You know what? I think they were over here. No, it's 1-1. It's 1-1. Okay. Every point is valuable in such a short season. A 1-2 score is good for against those Regal Beagles. 1, 2, 3, go. Oh, the Souvenirs way out in front. But look at that. This guy just gets slammed into the wall. Watch that on replay, guys. These guys are pros. 2-1 victory. Let's go to the table for the next matchup. Alright, guys. We are clicking along. Hopefully you're enjoying it. We got the Cougs versus the Rebels. Things are starting to take shape. 5-1. The Regal Beagles got through 5-1 against last year's top team. So, pretty good run through there. It's going to be up to one of these new teams to really knock them off their pedestal, I think. Okay, here we go. We got the Cougs in green versus the Rebels in white. 1, 2, 3, go. It's the Cougs out to a 2-car lead, but look at the comeback there. Driving straight through, right past the Coug. Looked like he had it, but he blew a tire or something. And the Rebels get their first win of the season, 1-0. And there's another Coug on its roof. That was a better result there. Alright, the green Cougs down 1. 1, 2, 3, go. Those Rebels looking to handle it again. But another roof job. And it's a win for the Cougs, 1-0. This guy just finished spinning. Gonna have to watch to see how those guys ended up on the roofs once again. 1-1, split the lanes. Alright, 1-1. 2 cars on each side. Got them spread out a bit. 1, 2, 3, go. And with just contact with the Rebels, they tried to do a swipe, but they were too late. The Cougs were already gone. And it's 2-1 victory for the Cougs over the AMC Rebels. Let's go to the table for match 3, week 2. Alright, that nice 2-1 victory there for the Cougars brings them up to a 3-3 500 record, and the Rebels struggling 1-5. Anyways, moving on, we got the Koopas versus the Road Runners. Roadrunners need this. Battle of the Purple. Battle of the Purple guys. Okay, here we go. Track's cleared. A little bit wide at the start. Let's see how they handle that speed bump. 1, 2, 3, go. Down they go, and as the Roadrunners hop in the curb, wow, they're really got them. But that's a win for the Koopas with a U. All right, we are down, ready to go. 1-0 Koopas, and it's 2 Koopas for the Roadrunners. No problems there. The Koopas might be able to just you know what? The Koopas just might be faster than the Regal Beagles. Time will tell. Give the Roadrunners middle lanes, but Mustangs aren't going to give them any room. Let's see how this one crashes out. Can the Roadrunners steal one? 1, 2, 3, go. Down 2. Once again, to slow down the hill. I wonder whether I got it. But I caught this one. They are really jumping that rail over there. It's another 3-0 win. We got 6-0. The new leaders of the Toy Table Racing League, Bump and Grind Styles Season 2. That's a mouthful. Anyways, let's go get that last matchup.